Can we find a way to hear the sonic world inside this work? I'm Matthew Shorten, and I'm a Curatorial Research Associate here at the High Museum of Art. Today we're going to talk about this extraordinary painting in the High's collection of European art. This is Apollo Disguised as a Shepherd by Valentin de Boulogne. Valentin was a French-born artist who worked in Italy in the early 1600s, who was clearly under the influence of artists like Caravaggio. So we're really thinking about the interplay of light and shadow and the ways that that imparts drama and theatricality and emotional freight into images as we experience them. The real star of the show in this painting, I think, is the musical instrument. It's painted with such naturalism and realism that we feel we could pluck it out of the canvas and play it for ourselves. And it's interesting for a couple of reasons. For one thing, Apollo isn't typically associated with wind instruments. We'd be more used to seeing him with a lyre or a harp or the ancient kithara in Greece. But here he's not even playing an ancient Greek instrument like the aulos. He's playing a tenor recorder from the same period that the artist is from. And so for viewers of this work in the 17th century, they would have been keenly familiar with this instrument. This was a widespread instrument to see in 17th century Europe. And it has a lot of repertoires associated with it. We could feel it beneath our fingertips. We could imagine the different sound worlds that it belongs in. It's also typically associated with ensemble playing and consorts. So it's not the leading instrument, it's not a soloist at this time in history. So it has an association with just being one of the band members. One of the really tricky things that Valentin does is he kind of distorts the temporal register that we find ourselves in, by which I mean we can't really tell if Apollo is in the middle of playing, if he's just finished, is he about to start and leaving us forever in anticipation? We don't really know, and it's a kind of open question for us to ponder and meditate upon as we think about the inner life of the work and what it's saying to us. And as we think about the role of sound in this painting that's signaled by the presence of the instrument, we're invited to bring our full minds and senses to bear on this question and be informed by our own cultural surroundings as we experience the work.